Hi, YouTube. My good news was my youngest son, Jonathan, called me. John called me this morning, so Doug answered the phone. It sounded like a telemarketer because he's like, what do you want? At first, he was going to just hand the phone to me. He seen me walking through the kitchen, and uh, and John must have said, I want to talk to my mom. So, anyway, because I used to have him screen my calls, but John's in a halfway house, so um, he can call me, you know, once a day if he wants right now. So, but whatever, it's he missed me, so it was good talking to him, and he sounds really healthy, and he's let me see, 6'2", and he said he weighs 265 right now, because the place he was at, they had like rights where they could cook and different things. When they got at a certain level, they had more access to food, and he was eating like some pizza and stuff. And I know he'll work it off though, because both my kids are pretty much like that. So, or they were. John will get healthy again. I know he will. Both of them will. I told Doug even a half of me, half of my faith in God and guidance and strength like that. My kids have that half. That's enough to get the typical person by. So I have faith that like I always told Doug, I may not see my kids in their glory as an adult man, but it will happen for them. And moms don't give up. That's what I told them. They just don't. So anyway, even if we can't talk to our children, we still don't ever give up on them. You know, we know what they need when they need it. You know, it's an instinctual thing, or it should be, unless something's impairing our better judgment. So yeah. I still have to go out and feed the kitties yet. I gave them a treat this morning, some milk and um, some steak and scraps from Doug. I gave Doug's cat a nice chunk of sirloin steak and cut it up really nice for him, and probably about over a third of a pound, close to a quarter of a pound of food. So he loved it. He had a bunch. Doug goes, it doesn't look like he ate anything. I said, he already ate a bunch of it. That's why he didn't want any more, because he still had a plate full, because I made him a lot, little chunks. So he enjoyed that. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna get them. They need crunchies, but Doug's gonna go to the co-op and get them tomorrow. So, but I've got like all kinds of older stuff that we don't use, so I'll just make them something I cook for kitties. So the other day they had like brown rice and scrambled eggs with cheese, and let's see what else. There was something else in there. Some tortillas and um oh yeah, cream of wheat. I put in there some old cream of wheat. So, and with the cheese, it made it like all cheesy, and then the eggs, it was like so they had basically had like a omelet with cheese and toast, the equivalent. Oh, with brown rice, so that was healthy for them too. So, but mostly the eggs and the cheese, the protein in it is. I gotta get some sort of. That's why I'm wondering what to use. I've got plenty of things, but I'm debating on what to make them for supper tonight. you know, they had milk and steak leftovers from last night this morning, so they were out playing in the snow for me, showing me their appreciation. Using going potty and then going back in their house. And so yeah, happy little guys. and gals. So, yeah. Well, today has been a pretty good day. I had a really nice talk with my son, and he sounds serious about cleaning up his life because I told him, I said, I hope it would hurt so bad that you'd never want to have to go through that again. Um, and that just the way it would be, that would work, because something had to with both my sons. I heard from my daughter-in-law, my oldest son needs a lot of spiritual help, and that's a fact, is her words. From talking to him, he made her want to throw up. So, yeah, he needs some God care, you know. So, wow. I know a few people closely like that. Make you sick just listening to it. It's just a ramification. It's something that it's like, and then when you do kind of pop after listening to it, like say 10 days a week, 3 months, or whatever it takes, but it's almost like you have to expel the dirt that got on you. It's like just trying to live through it is difficult. So I really know that feeling, you know. Just get sick just thinking about it, you know. Wow. Even if it isn't my kid, anybody like that. It is sickening. It's repulsive, people like that. People that think they own the world, you know, when there's everybody else, you know. It's like, why can't we just share? There's enough for everybody, you know. It's like, I know a dressmaker and I could trade bread. It's like, that type of thing. Or somebody's a mechanic and somebody grows watermelons or, squash, you know. Like people can't figure out their own lives without interference of the tax collector, you know. I shared the Beatles' Revolution. I love that song. So, yeah, mostly too because a person in a uniform messaging me again when I don't even answer. It's like, psh, yeah, when I say no, it's no, whatever. I don't play no games, but talk about a troll type attitude. It's like, so I sent Revolution. I am like the most anti war person ever. So, don't you know it's gonna be alright? Be alright. Don't you know it's gonna be alright? It's gonna be a revolution. Well, we all wanna change the world. I think and we're gonna talk about the Constitution. Um, yeah, I can't. If I had the music, it'd be like, you know, one of them songs. It's been a while since I even listened to it, but I thought that military dude needed to hear that. Because the part where it's for the brother with minds that hate, all I can tell you is you'll have to wait because it's going to be all right. I think is the words, stuff like that. Like, bam. That's how I feel about that. Get the hell away from me, you low vibing troll. You know, low vibes. How low can you go? Yep, one of them. Push, push it good. Push it real good, you know? Push you bastards. Oh, hey, I'm just in a really good smart assy mood and it would be better if it was in person to the person I'm talking to and 20 times more hilarious, just the feeling of it. Talk about push it real good down somebody's throat. Doug was talking about somebody if they grab my hair, like why would you even bring that up? But that's okay. I said, "Oh, hey, I've had it done, but now I'd take that hand with the hair in it, my hair, and shove it down their throat with their own hand and keep it there, if you know what I mean." That's how I feel about that. No joke. As my son and I were talking about my oldest son attacking people, and John's talked about he had left his coat and phone somewhere, and some dude just jumped off a porch and attacked him. And like right now, he's like 265, but typically he's about 230 solid muscle, 240 even. He's not too big then. He's just athletic and strong, you know. I could run up a wall 3 steps and flip either in front or a half flip in front of somebody or to the side. But my son ran sideways across our woodshed, which was like 12 feet long. And he took steps sideways when he was like 18. I'm like, no, flip and wade, dude. That's badass. Strength, core strength. Shit. But yeah, so we were just talking about, and he tried to avoid the person and finally had to just kind of um, get him off him, that type of thing. It's like, yeah, I understand. I've had people, that's the only, I've let people close to me, and that's the only time. Otherwise, there could be multitudes of people, and it would be them getting hurt. So, in a big area or a small one. That is a fact. It's just something that's in me like that. So, like I told Doug too, I'll rest, I pace myself, and yeah, I'm older, but still faster than a cat and very strong. So, that's what Sean Baker, MD, was talking about. Keeping strong and being harder to kill is the number one thing as far as keeping health and longevity. So, keeping strong, you live longer. And yeah, you live a better quality of life also, with strength training and some aerobic fitness. And he just took up jujitsu 6 months ago, which is really good. It's part like I took Hapkido, and it's another elevation of judo. But judo is the base of all martial arts, and that's what I took. So it's like all of them basically, you know, and the basic moves, but they incorporate all Oriental martial arts. And then street fighting, which I learned from a bunch of cannibal animals, them type. Yeah. Typically, your Scandinavian sort, Nordic, Germanic tribe type people are really savage. You know, no offense to anybody that has a good heart, and it's part of me too. But it's like, whew, whoa, you know. even the Germans that are English or Norwegian or Chinese ancestral lines, you know, of the blonde nomadic tribes from the beginning. All the tribes that scattered, after Babylon until now, and where everybody's at in their bloodline, and it's a soul thing, you know. Us good ones just feel each other anyway. I've noticed it does not go two ways. They can only inflict and push their energy on us, but ours is a natural thing, especially if we are feeling pain. We'll feel each other, but this is where we have to get way stronger than their physical selves because our emotional minds and God connection like that is far stronger, and it guides us with better strength in our bodies and in our souls. It keeps us very strong. So that's where you got to keep that going like that, keep that connection, or somebody will try and fight you and they will lose every time, no matter if it's mentally or with your heart or, you know, um, it can, you just don't let yourself get so down that you stay down. Don't ever let them keep you down, ever. Don't let them steal your smile. Just don't let them do it. Smile once a day for yourself. Just do that. It increases the happy endorphins. So repeat after me. I love you. Yeah, say that to yourself too. But you don't have to say that to every creepazoid on the planet. You can't love something that doesn't want to be lovable. You know, you can't really even like it. All you can do is that's pity. And that is with God in your heart. That's not a judgment call. That's a fact. That's a fact of human beings. They're either acting like a human or they're not. There's no in between. You know, that is which beast you're feeding, you know, on a daily, every second. No need to sit there and go into deep, dark prayers and meditations, just walking with God every second. And you always do the right thing. You'll never fail. You never have to doubt yourself, and you can never listen to anybody else put that doubt in your mind ever. Never. Don't listen to another person's. When you respect yourself, you're walking with God and you know it. Don't ever listen to anybody try and demean you because you're doing what you believe is right for you. Walking with God, period. There's no in between there. If they have a different outlook on that, that's the level they're on the relationship with God. That's good. That's each to own a personal thing, So, any more questions? I know how narcissists operate. There's good people and there's bad people. There's no in between. There's just bad ones that act real good because they're good actors. They're bad actors, but they're good at acting. So, and good people can be good actors too. So, or not. Because I ain't playing. No, I really never play. I don't even compete. I just sit there watching the world go by. That's another Beatles. Let me see, is that Paul McCartney? Wheels go round and round. I'm just sitting there watching the wheels go round and round. I just love to watch them roll. No longer riding on the merry-go-round. just had to let it go. Oh, that's so perfect. Yeah, that's thank you God. That was a good thought. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna upload this and get out. It's getting dark. I'm gonna go give them critters a bite to eat while this is uploading. Thank you for joining me, and I love you. And God bless your night or day, wherever you're at. Peace.